Alright folks, I had an idea. I've seen a bunch of tier lists for games and a bunch of tier lists for normal Easter eggs, but I kind of want to do a tier list for side Easter eggs. So today we're going to look at Black Ops 3 side Easter eggs and rank them all in this tier list. I have 6 tiers here: S, A, B, C, D, and F. Before we start ranking them, I want to go over some criteria. So first of all, what I'm not ranking are the jump scares, anything music related, time trials, any quests to get a specialist or wonder weapon, any passive Easter eggs, like for example, seeing Icarus fly through the sky on Shadows of Evil, or any dev Easter eggs, like that one strange one on Horizon Drac, where you could see the guy's family. Like, I'm not ranking those kind of Easter eggs. And the kind of things I'm taking into account are the complexity of them, how fun they are to do, and the reward you get for doing it. Now, I know some of my opinions can be controversial when it comes to zombies, so if you don't agree with me, just leave a comment and we can hash it out. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with Shadows of Evil. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the round skip Easter egg. The one where you shoot the Shadow Man and you skip the rounds. We're going to rank it B. Now, it's a cool feature for the time because there was no Rampage Inducer at the time. It's very easy to trigger, but also you have to make your decision literally at the first 10 seconds of the match, so you couldn't go back and change it later. It's very useful for a quick start, but I think it just hits at B. Alright, next up we have the laundry list. Sal's, or whoever his name is, laundry list that you throw the grenade at. I'm ranking that S tier, because it's a side Easter egg that you could do every time. It's really quick to do, and it's a free 500 points at the beginning. And also it has cool lore implications, because part of the Mob of the Dead crew was in Shadows of Evil. We didn't really know that back in the day. And I just think it's an S tier, and I just think it's pretty cool. Okay, next up we have the upgraded trip mines. I'm putting both the donuts and the cream cakes into the same thing, because it's literally the exact same thing. Where are they at? I'm putting it in D tier. It's just not good. The trip mines are worthless equipment to begin with. The upgrade's pretty. I'm not putting it in F tier because the upgrade's kind of fun. It looks kind of cool. You know, you throwing donuts around the map is kind of cool, I guess. And they're slightly effective, but I don't see myself ever using trip mines on Shadows of Evil unless I go out of my way to like look at this Easter egg. So it's D tier. Alright, next we have the shield upgrade on Shadows, which is the Goddard apparatus. I'm putting it in F tier. I know the upgraded shield is nice to have, but it's a one-time use. If you break it, you can't get a new upgraded shield for some reason. If it was permanent, I would put it in A tier. Getting the kills for it is a bit tedious as is, because you need to bowl a perfect game, because, you know, if you kill 10 zombies at once, it plays a bowling sound effect, so you gotta bowl a perfect game. It's a little tedious to do, but the upgrade isn't that great. Like, it's more durability and one more rocket boost, but the rocket boost becomes irrelevant, like, past round 20, maybe? I don't even know. It's like, useless. And if it's considering it's a one-time use, why would you even do it? Why would you waste your time? F tier. Okay, next up we have Noir mode. I'm putting that in F tier, I'm sorry. It's just, it was cool the first time you do it, and you can't turn it off, and it's useless. It's just kind of dumb. I don't even like Noir mode to begin with. Like, black and white, it's cool to look at, I guess, but it's just useless. Alright, next up we have the free Gobblegum Easter egg on Shadows, where you throw the Whittles wine grenade into the tigers, or lions, whatever they are. I'm putting it in C tier. It's okay. Nowadays, you don't really need to get free Gobblegums, because everybody has, like, 1 million if you're on PC. So, I mean, it's fun to gamble for a Gobblegum every once in a while, just to see what you get. It's not hard to do, so C tier. And now for our last side Easter egg on Shadows, it's the Margwa hat. I'm putting it in D tier. It's not really that useful, because first of all, it's not easy to shoot the Margwa hearts on the train, because you can only do it in 2 train cycles, I think, and you kind of have to use the ray gun for some of them if you can't aim properly. Yeah, it's not that great. Plus, even if you were looking to get a boost against the Margwas, you could just use a Civil Protector. It insta-kills them. I mean, it's cool and all, but D tier. Now let's move on to the Giant. The Giant only really has one major side Easter egg on it, and that's the laser to reveal the perk hidden behind the snow. And now this one really depends. It's either F or S tier in my opinion. If you get Stamina Up, it's S tier, but if you get Deadshot, especially if you're on PC like me, F tier. So I'm just going to put it in S tier, because if you get stamina and you don't have, obviously this is not using Gobblegums. If you're using Gobblegums, then this thing is worthless. But I'm ranking these without using Gobblegums, you know what I mean? So if you get stamina up, I love stamina up, and that's S tier for me. And it's pretty easy to do. You just throw the monkeys in the teleporter, and simple as that. Okay, now let's move on to Drak. The first one I'm going to rank here is the Panzer Claw helmet. I'm putting this in F tier. It's not that good. You get one chance to do it. If you shoot the arm, you get one shot. And it's not that good to begin with. Next up is the Plunger. Now, the Plunger itself is pretty decent for killing panzers and stuff like that. It's not that useful except for the boss fight. But I'm putting it either in D tier or C tier. If it's in co-op, I'll put it in C tier. But if you're a solo player, it's got to be D tier. That clock step is horrific. You have to stop it at the perfect time, go back and forth. You have nobody else to help you. That's actually horrific, and I don't think it's worth doing. Next up is the free Gobblegum on Drak. I'm going to put it the same as Shadows for the same reasons. It's fun to gamble for a Gobblegum every once in a while, but it is a little bit of a harder setup than Shadows, but I'll just put it here. C tier's fine. Okay, next up is the Skeleton Easter egg on Drak. Now, this is pretty easy to do if you have a bunch of in-plane sights, and it's very easy to set up. You just shoot 3 skulls if you know where they are. It's great. I'm putting it in B tier because it's kind of fun to do. It changes the zombies into skeletons for the whole match, and it makes the map feel really different, especially with all the sounds they make, and it just gives the map a different look. I think B tier is a good spot. Okay, next up we have the Disco Ball. I'm putting in B tier because it's easy and it's funny. Simple as that. Okay, next up I'm lumping these two together. It's the Death Machine power-up and BRM wall buy. It's super easy to get. You're just running over the panels in the zero gravity room, and it's a great reward if you like the BRM. And it also drops a power-up which triggers the rocket test, which is very useful for speed runs and also other Easter egg steps. So I'm gonna put it in the A tier, our first A tier, I think. Yeah, our first A tier. Now the last Easter egg on Drak is the infamous left gondola. I gotta put this in A tier because it's really easy to set up. You just throw your grenades at the beginning of the match, and the 5th tram car fuse you get a left gondola, which has really good rewards. Like this one, I got a pack and punch haymaker out of it. It's really simple, and I don't see why you wouldn't do it. Okay, next up we have Zetsubo. Now I know I said no jump scares, but I think Zetsubo's spore hallucinations are very different than normal jump scare images that just pop up on your screen. So I'm gonna rank the spore hallucinations as A, because they're pretty easy to trigger if you want to trigger them and make the map super creepy. It makes the map like feel alive. And that doppelganger one is actually criminal. Like the first time seeing that, it would scare the shit out of me. So it's gotta go A tier. Next up for Zetsubo, we have the Golden Bucket. I'm putting that in A tier. It's super useful if you like using plants. Although the setup is a little bit tedious, I think the reward outweighs the difficulty of this side Easter egg. If you're in it for the long haul, like a high round, I think this is 100% worth doing. So that's why it's an A tier. Next up, we have the Friendly Thrasher side Easter egg. I'm putting it in C tier. It's not hard to set up. You just gotta mesmerize a wall and shoot it with the Masamune. It's fun every once in a while to have a friendly guy helping you out. And you can repeat it almost every round, so C tier. I think it's fine. Next up, we have the Distant Monster. I'm putting it in F tier. Like, I'm sorry, it's just a floating JPEG that you get on round 50. It's really easy to miss. Could you imagine just going all the way to round 50 and then missing it? That just sucks. I'm putting it F tier. Our last side Easter egg is the Spider Bait. This has to be S tier. The setup is quite easy. It takes a little bit of time. You have to go out of your way slightly, but it's pretty easy. And the upgrade is insane. It's a lifesaver. You could just press a button and it's a get out of jail free card. And it's also pretty cool to play as a spider. It's very unique. Okay, so our next map is Gorod Krovi. We're going to take a look at the masks and like equipment first. I'm going to lump the Valkyrie mask and Mangler helmet together. I'm putting them both, I guess, probably D tier. I mean, they're really, you get them passively pretty much. They're just not great. You don't really need it. And the next item I'm going to rank just outweighs them so much that you wouldn't even want to use it. So that next item is the Dragon Wings, and I'm gonna put these in, I guess, S tier, because you get them pretty much passively. It's really easy to do, and you could just insta-teleport to Pack-a-Punch whenever you want. It's such a good upgrade. I don't know why you would use the Mangler or Valkyrie helmets over the Dragon Wings. Like, if you do that, let me know. But the Dragon Wings are just S tier to me. Next up, we have the upgraded Monkey Bombs. I'm going to put these in A tier. You get a cool dubstep sound playing with them. You can do it almost passively if you use the Monkey Bombs regularly. And it makes them super strong. It insta-kills. Like, when it pulses red, it insta-kills the zombies. I don't know if it stops at a certain round, but that's really strong. So, it's got to be A tier. Next up, we have the upgraded Dragon Strike controller, which is called the Draconite controller, I believe. I'm putting this in B tier. It's pretty good. You get 2 uses out of it. It doubles an already strong equipment. It doesn't really change it a crazy amount, but I don't really use it that much. But the upgrade process is pretty fun, actually. It has some depth to it. You have to do a whole special lockdown with the Dragon Strike controller. So I think the upgrade quest itself bumps it up a little bit. I think B tier is a good spot for it. Next up, we have the upgraded shield on Gerard Crovey. I'm putting this in A tier. It's a pretty easy shield upgrade. You get a permanent durability upgrade. It's about 35 hits, I believe. So if you're just playing around, your shield could take a lot more. The actual fire blast out of it, I guess it does more damage, which is great because the fire blast is pretty good on Gerard Crovey. Yeah, it's an A tier. Easy upgrade. You could actually keep this upgrade rather than the Goddard apparatus on Shadows. So that bumps it up a lot. So that was our last Gerard Crovey side Easter egg. Now we're going to go to Revelations. We're going to take a look at the Arnie's upgrade. I actually missed the Arnie's upgrade for Shadows. If you caught that, that's good on you. But I guess they're pretty much the same thing, so I'm just going to wrap it up both in Revelations. They're the same as Shadows, pretty much. They're a little bit easier to do in Revelations, I think, because you don't have to collect those items with the Arnie's. You just have to throw it in the clock tower or whatever. I'm just going to rank them C for both maps. I think I have another Arnie thing. Yeah, here we go. I'll put them both in C tier. But the Revelations one is a little bit higher, I guess, because it's slightly easier. I'm actually not ranking these in, like the C tier is not ranked in order. I might go back at the end and do that. We'll see. But Arnie's for now, C tier upgrade. Doesn't feel like they last much longer. I guess they kill a little bit better. But upgrade's easy enough, so it's C tier. Next up, we have that free-floating perk, S tier. Absolutely S tier. You got to do this every time you're in Rise and Drac on Revelations. You just, especially if there's 4 players there, you get 4 free perks. You just got to do the parkour. The parkour is not hard. It's a free perk. Come on, S tier. Next up is the Apothicon Servant upgrade. Gotta be S tier. Once you know the spots, really easy to do, and it allows you to Pack-a-Punch probably the most overpowered wonder weapon in Call of Duty Zombies history. It's gotta be S tier. Come on. Alright, next up we have the Tommy Gun chalk drawing and the weapon trade table. I'm gonna put this A tier, especially for co-op, because that weapon trade table is very useful if you want to give your friends, like, say the Apothicon server, you want to trade that out for something. I don't know why you trade it out, but you want to give it to your friend, you could do that. That's like the first time I think we've ever seen that in Zombies, just weapon trading like that, and that's really cool. Also, it's a fun little Easter egg, like it has some good lore callbacks with the chalk markings on the wall. It's pretty easy to do if you know where they go. And the Tommy gun is a great gun. It's in a good location, so it's got to be A tier. Now, I'm going to put the Super Easter Egg Wisp that you get. If you do all the Easter eggs, you get the Wisp that you could only use halfway through the Easter egg. I have to put it in S tier, because it Pack-a-Punches the box. It's so good. It's so good. But also at the same time, I'm debating on putting it in A tier, because you have to do most of the Easter egg for it. If we come back to ranking the levels, I think I'll put it at the bottom of S tier. I'll leave it here for now. We'll see. Alright, now we're going to try and rapid fire these masks / hats on Revelations. We're going to go through them here. Owl's hat, F tier. That's useless. You look fly, but it's pretty useless. Wolf mask, B tier. Pretty easy to do. You get purple stamina, but it's alright. The Crusader helmet. Where is that? I'm putting in A tier. I think you get purple stamina up and boss damage. Yeah, the more boss damage is huge, so that's why it's an A tier. Viking helmet, putting in B tier. It's easy to do. You get purple jug, so it's pretty decent. The Fury. Where's the Fury? Is this the Fury? I think this is the Fury. I'll put in D tier. Worthless. I mean, kind of useless. You get it passively, which is fine. It doesn't help that much, because Furies really aren't a big threat. So, same goes with the Margra mask. Well, I don't know which one's which, to be honest. Also D tier. Margras are easy to kill if you got the Thunder Gun. You're fine. Like, you don't need it. Keeper mask. Where's the Keeper mask? I'll put that in C tier. I think it's still pretty useless. It doesn't really help that much, and it's also a little bit harder to get. But if you like to use a Keeper Protector a lot for some reason, maybe for the Easter, but I mean, you would have this mask way after you did that step in Easter egg, unless something has gone horribly wrong in your run. But it's pretty useful, I guess, if you like the Keeper Protector, because it gives you extra time on that. The God Mask, it's got to be S tier. It has to be. It's literally the God Mask. I mean, it's really hard to get, but also I'm keeping it at the back of S tier for now, because apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, somebody could let me know. If you do high rounds, apparently it crashes your game if you go for high rounds with this on. I've only done up to around 100 on Revelations with the God Mask, so I don't know if you're going for like 225 or something like that. I don't know. But when I had this mask for that high round run, it saved me a lot of times. So it's got to be S tier. Okay, now let's move on to the Zombies Chronicles maps. We could start with Kino. I guess you could put that rocket at S tier. S tier, Jesus Christ. At C tier. It's literally useless. You just put the film reels in and you do the rocket. But it's pretty nostalgic, so I gotta keep it at C tier. Now, Moon has one of the only original Easter eggs, besides the Samantha dolls, which we'll get to later. In Zombie Chronicles, it has the Space Dog. I'm putting Space Dog in S tier. I know this might be a little controversial based on my past picks, but it's funny. It's so funny. You see a dog walking around space. Come on. The lore behind it is actually pretty cool. I'm not too sure about the lore behind it, but apparently people used to think that it was like a hidden Easter egg on the original Moon, so the developer just decided to put a real Easter egg in Zombies Chronicles. It's also pretty easy to do. It is easy to miss, but it's cool. Yeah, come on, it's a space dog. Now for Origins, we have well, let's start with the zombie blood that you get for shooting the different carts with the ice staff. I'm putting it in B tier. It's almost required for one of those Easter egg steps where you gotta run around the mound looking for the pilot that got shot down. It's pretty much required for that. Other than that, you don't really use it. But if you didn't have this side Easter egg, then that step would be a pain in the ass. So it's gotta stay in B tier for me. Next up for Origins, we have the Magnet Collider. It's a free pack-a-punch MG03 you get from flying around the Maxis drone to a couple locations. It's pretty easy to do if you know where you're going. And it's a free pack-a-punch gun that's really good. So it's gotta be an A tier. Last up for Origins, we have the Golden Shovel and Golden Helmet. I'm putting these together because you get them pretty much in tandem almost. Not in tandem, but like you get them doing the same thing just over and over again. All you have to do is dig, and it's pretty good. The Golden Shovel is really useful for getting the hidden perks if you do that. Oh, also, that's for the Zombie Blood too. If you want to get those extra perk slots, you can only see them in Zombie Blood. So that's pretty. I might bump it up over more up here. We'll come back to that later. But yeah, the Golden Shovel, you get really good stuff from dig spots, and the Golden Helmet makes you not have to look at any of the robots ever again. You just run as you please. Okay, so for our last Easter egg here, I'm going to loop all of the Samantha dolls that you get in Zombie Chronicle maps all into one. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to do music Easter eggs, because these are pretty much music Easter eggs, but you do get a max ammo for doing them. They're all the quests are actually pretty fun and unique to set up the hide and seek, because you have to do something unique to set up like a hide and seek thing with the Samantha doll. But they're all pretty fun and very easy to do. I'm gonna put this in B tier. I'm not ranking the sawing aspect of it, that's whatever. But it's a free max ammo if you set it up, I guess. If you really need a max ammo, if you're late in the rounds, you're dying for ammo, you can just do that, and it's a free max ammo. So, that's pretty simple. Okay, now that we're done with ranking all the Easter eggs, I'm going to go through each individual tier. Kind of do this off the cuff, let's just go real quick. All these are pretty useless. I'm going to put the Panzer helmet here, because it does have some use, and I guess the shield has a little bit of use. These last three are just visual, so that's pretty buns. Plunger for D tier, I'm going to put Plunger up top. I think I'm happy with this. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this, because all these masks are pretty useless. The donuts and pies, cream cakes, whatever. Put the trip mines, they're alright. I'll keep them like this. D tier, F tier, and D tier settled. Alright, C tier. I'm gonna put the Arnie upgrades together, but I'm gonna put the Shadows one just behind the Revelations because it's a little bit harder. Same goes with the Gobblegum. I'm gonna put them behind the Arnies, but the Horizon Drac one I'm gonna put behind the Shadows because it's a little bit harder. Thrasher next, which is fine, and the Keeper Mask, sure. The rocket launch for Kino. I know I put it in C tier, but I kind of want to move it to F tier because it's also just visual. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it here. Why not? All right, B tier, B tier, B tier. Let's put the Zombie Blood up top because just for the fact that you could get free perk slots pretty easy with the Zombie Blood, so I'm putting that there. The Dragon Controller, I'm putting up more because you could actually use it. Round Skip, I'm leaving there. That's pretty good. I'll put the Disco Ball all the way in the back because that's still visual. Samantha Dolls, I'm going to put up a little bit more because the masks, you'll not use them eventually once you get the God Mask if you choose to do that, or the Crusader Mask if you like that, so they become moot very fast. Okay, so now let's move to A tier. This is hard. This is pretty hard. I'm gonna put the Gondola up front because just for the fact it's so easy to do. It's gotta be Tommy next, maybe. I'll put the shield in the back. It's just a shield. Same with the helmet. MG08 is pretty good. I'm bump that up a little bit more. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with A. But no, I'm not. Spores in the back. Okay, now let's move on to S tier. I think I have to put the laundry list in the back just because it's so simple. Like, it almost feels like it doesn't belong here, but it's so cool and simple. Like, I have to keep it in S tier, I think. Same with the Dragon Wings. I'll put them over here because it's not as cool as the rest. It's just really useful. I'm gonna move Space Dog guy back here. Sure. Spider Bait's really good. All these top three are really good. I'm satisfied with this sparkle thing though. That's fine. I think these are fine. I'm gonna put the helmet above the mask though. The top three is very hard to rank. I don't know if I can. I think I'm gonna put the Apothicon Servant up here. I think this is good. Spider Bait, best side Easter egg of all time. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. But that's where we landed. That is where we landed. This list doesn't look right. But it's what I chose, so we're gonna stick with it. If you guys have your opinions in the comments, let me know. This whole video was pretty like off the cuff. I didn't like script anything, so hope you all enjoyed. And maybe we could do Cold War side Easter eggs or BO4 side Easter eggs if you guys enjoyed this one. So let me know if you'd like to see that. If you'd like to see my crazy opinions, because this just doesn't look right to me. But oh well. Alright, thanks for watching. See y'all.